Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and today I've got the official FIFA 14 game, not on the early release anymore. So I was thinking to myself, I really think I should start again. But saying that, I'm not stopping my Barcelona career. I just want to start fresh on the actual game with a series that was really requested, being an English team, and I really want to focus on this, starting fresh. Just start, but I'm still saying I'm not stopping my Barcelona one. But for now, I really want to start fresh with my Southampton. I did this in FIFA 13. It was very well received and well liked. Pretty much everyone who viewed it liked it. So hopefully I can get a bit of the same. And yeah, it was a really well liked series. Probably because I wasn't a big team. And yeah, it's probably I can show more of what I want to do. And the reason between like why I'm not going to do Ultimate Team, apart from some pack openings when like Team of the Year is out, and any other special pack openings like Team of the Season or whatever, or special informs like Messi or Ronaldo or someone like that. Yeah, I'm not really. I played a few games on Ultimate Team. I had some good results, but really, I didn't enjoy it. That was the biggest thing. The gameplay, I don't know. There's something about it I didn't like. And career mode, there's so much stuff I want to show. More so with building with young players and how to develop players. That's why I thought Southampton would be a better option than Barcelona. But as I said, I won't be stopping Barcelona. I just wanted to get this out, and I believe people should like this from the start compared to my Barcelona one. I'm just going to fully focus on my video, and I want to focus on the stuff I want to show you. And yeah, that's my plan with this. I'm going to show you how to develop youth players. Look, they don't even have to be youth players, like not the scouted youth players. They could just be younger players in general. So hopefully I can showcase that. And I will be speeding through. You can see this footage right here in the menus, and I'm putting it on extra speed. I guess you can call it. So I can get through it quicker, and so I can sort of explain things quicker, because I think it may be better if I do it this way, because other ways I used to do it, I was kind of not really figuring out what to say, because it was taking really long to get to what I want to show you. So I think this might be the better way, and then I can show you. So of course here, there's an achievement for the Domestic Cup. To be honest, I really want to focus on the league, get a good league position, even though saying last year in FIFA 13, I finished 14th, but I won the FA Cup. So obviously, that made me kept my job. And I just remember back to my Southampton career last year, and I really enjoyed it. So I would expect most of my subscribers to be interested in this. Obviously, no doubt, some people will still want to see Barcelona, and I'll just reiterate again, that is not finished. It is just, I want to provide some uniqueness, because if I'm just going to be doing career mode and just having one series, to be honest, there's not much different options for subscribers. Some people, if you like Barcelona, you like that kind of thing, you want to see a big team. But obviously there's going to be heaps of people that want me to do a lower Premier League team and develop and how to improve the team into a top 4 team, which I will be showcasing throughout this series. And I think this could be a really long-term one in terms of, like, compared to the Barcelona one. This one could be heaps of episodes, like 5 seasons. Compared to Barcelona, I might lose interest after a season. So I think this could be the longer-term career. I could do it for my whole FIFA 14 career, and it could be a really amazing series for my channel. That's what I plan to do anyway. Just coming off in FIFA 13, doing very well with Southampton, just wanting to continue with that. So here, I went to get a youth scout, Andy Navarro. Not really an English name, that's more of a Spanish name, at least his last name anyway. So with Andy Navarro as my youth scout, English youth scout as well, I'll be looking to bring through a lot of English talent, and I think that could be really well liked by people, because I would have heaps and heaps of subscribers from the UK, not just England as well, but mostly England, I would imagine anyway. So the plan with that is just to bring through heaps, like a real life situation as well. Southampton, they bring through heaps and heaps of young talent. In the last years, they've developed heaps of talent, but obviously those talents have gone to bigger teams. But ideally, I want to keep them. And of course, I'll just mention a couple of names they produced. Theo Walcott and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's both end up being at Arsenal, and most notably Gareth Bale. And he started at a left back at Southampton, and then obviously as he got more experience, he developed into attacking player. He's gone from left back to left midfield to now like a centre forward type. He played towards the end of last year with Tottenham. And yeah, he's a fantastic player, and I'll be looking to build similar players. But obviously, I'm sure you know Gareth Bale is Welsh, so I will be trying to scout some other countries when I get the finances to But obviously, I don't want to spend so much on scout. I want to make a good mix because I'm sure you want me to improve the squad with some first team quality players, which I will do. But I believe the starting 11 is really strong. The next part, like the bench players aren't good enough in my opinion. The first team is strong enough to come mid-table. We see on the bench there's some low-rated players like Chambers, Gully DePrado, Joe Hoyerfield. There's just a couple, but the defensive midfield's really strong with Wyanma, I think his name is, and Schneiderlin, very good defensive midfielders. Lallana, fantastic player. He's going to be the captain. And Garson Ramirez. Unfortunately, FIFA 13, I had to sell him, or I didn't have to. I got forced to sell him by the board. They just couldn't reject the big offer from Real Madrid. So I'll be looking to keep him. He's going to be pretty much an integral part to our future and the current situation. He's our best player. So I'll be looking for him to assist goals and also score some goals himself. And also the striking situation. Currently we have Emmanuel Mallorca out on loan. He's not as good as last year in the game, so hopefully can improve a bit to get a little bit to last year because he was just dominant like in FIFA 13 for me. But yeah, he's not as good, so he's out on loan to a French team, I believe. So that's disappointing. We don't really have that good young up and coming striker, so that's something I'll be looking to research through my scouting. And here, Paulo Gazzaniga. He's probably going to go out on loan, to be honest. I was almost contemplating whether to actually sell him. But the thing is, look at our keepers. We've got really old keepers, and that's going to be... I'm going to sign one keeper. I'm going to show you some players I'm scouting. I'm going to be scouting, obviously I showed you already, the English leagues. And hopefully, I'm searching for promising players. So I really like signing younger players so I can really develop them into good players. Obviously, they have the potential there. You want to sign someone with above 80 potential, ideally above 85. But I'm going to show you how they can reach that potential and even exceed it as well. Like how you do it with their playing time and just different situations. I guess you can say just play them like every single game. That's the obvious thing. But sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you got to realize you got to get results or you're going to get fired. I know a couple people already told me they got fired in the game because they didn't reach expectations. So that's a big pressure for me. And yeah, I can't finish near the relegation zone. That's a big thing. I need to finish mid-table. If I don't win a cup, like a FA Cup or a League Cup, then it's going to be a big trouble for me. I'm not going to... there's a good chance I'll get fired. So here, Emmanuel Mallorca still has that amazing pace. See, sprint speed has moved up with the other pace things now. I think that's decent. But yeah, technically he's not great, but he's got that 4-star weak foot and the 4-star skill moves, which is always good. But hopefully come back from one of those French teams he's at and improve as a better player. And I just got to see how he is in terms of his overall and all that kind of thing. So he will still be part of the future if he looks decent because he still has that pace and skills. So yeah, when you got pace and skills, you're going to be a decent player. So here's one keeper I had my eyes on, Jack Butland. And this is one thing, if you want to don't scout a player, but you know he's already good in the game, but you want to know his value, what you do, this is what I do, you press inquire about the player. That means you don't have to get a scout report on them. So if you know how good they are in the game, especially at the start, probably only for the first season. Second season, you probably have to start scouting because their attributes change. But if you know they're a good player, just search for them in the search and then inquire. Because if you're looking to scout a player and all you want to know is his value, just do inquire, and then that's where you get the value from. The team you'll be buying the player from, they'll give you the price they want to sell the player for, so you don't need to scout them to find out that. So that's one way I found out you can do that. So next up I was searching this guy Chalobah. He was at Chelsea, but now he's at Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure if it's just on loan or he actually transferred to them. Not 100% sure. So I guess we'll see that, and he'll be a great player. He's a very good defensive midfielder, can also play centre-back. He was very good on Football Manager. That's what really brought my attention towards him, and that's how I found him. I just want to see how good he is in FIFA, so I would imagine, it says right there, he says he's showing great potential, so no doubt he has a decent rating so far, and has potential to be a really good player, so he might be one for the future if we are able to sign him, especially in that defensive midfield. It will be great to get another English player in there. And next up, we were searching for a very promising player, attacking player, Ross Barkley from Everton. I would imagine he wouldn't come cheap, and especially as we only have about 5 million, and I did do that on sterling pounds, so it just suits well with this English team and everything. So it should be really realistic for me, and my viewers, hopefully. So if you do really enjoy this, please leave a comment, positive comment. The more positive comments, the more I feel inclined to upload the next episode, and that's what really motivates me, the positive comments. So yeah, it would be great to receive a positive comment. But here, Ross Barkley has the great potential, of course, but he's 6'2" as well for attacking midfielder. So that means he'll be very good aerially, I would imagine anyway. And yeah, I've really liked him in real life so far this season. I've been watching him play. Fantastic. And here's another English player that's not in the top flight, Thomas Ince at Blackpool. He's a very good technical player with a bit of pace and skills as well. I believe he's 4-star skills. And he can play left side, right wing as well, like left wing and right wing. But I'm still undecided what my formation is going to be. Right now, it's a 4-2-3-1 wide formation. Obviously, there's the wide midfielders like left mids and right mids instead of actually wingers, but they kind of play similar anyway, but they just sit back a bit more, so they're better defensively. But also his contract is expiring at the end of the season in 12 months, so who knows, I could pick him up on a free transfer in January. I haven't even got to there yet, so I'm not sure how 100% sure it works. So if you do know what you have to do, where you have to go to approach to sign them, or he just appears when you're on them, like I was there, leave in your comments if you've been up to that. So here, of course, I was going to scout England. That's the main thing I was going to do. But this is actually my youth scout, Andy Navarro. And yeah, now you actually know. They actually scout the leagues for the youth players. Before, I didn't really know how they found them. But I'm not sure. Like, they're not actually at teams already. So I'm not sure why it shows leagues. So yeah, I'm not sure how that works. If anyone knows, again, please leave in the comments. But I'm sure it's not that important. So here... Arsenal sealed deal for Karim Benzema, very important. That's a big deal for them, 25.5 million deal for a big striker when they've already got a couple. So it'll be interesting to see how they line up. You got Kobe Arthur there, and this is where heaps of players came through. I just searched for one instruction. I just searched for promising players. I want to find young, promising, not just English players, just any player in the English leagues, pretty much. That's why there's a few different nationalities. Leo Chambers again, but you got to be careful here because you don't really know what their overalls are. Like some players in the Championship, they're only rated like 60 or something, so you got to be careful of that. You got to really scout them a lot to know their full potential. Unless it shows that they're showing great potential, you know they're a good player, like they just showed before with Callas from Chelsea, obviously. Also, your experience of football in real life will come to it because you can search for players you know in real life. If you know they're good, you know they're a up-and-coming young prospect, you can search for them and you know they're good, they should be decent. And I guess if you've seen them in offline modes or other like kickoff and that kind of thing, you know they're good. You can easily find them like that with the method I said before, with just inquiring for them to know how much the team wants. Hope Akban, another one. So you can see here there's heaps of them. There's some Premier League players, some Championship as well. And yeah, that's you can really find good players in the Championship. And the thing is with them, you can get them for cheaper because they're in a lower league, so other teams are in Arsenal. So this was something interesting I found here. I just felt inclined to show you as I end off this video. Kareem Rossi from Stoke, it says his contract is ending in 0 years and 0 months. So that means his contract is ended. So if you see how much they want, they would probably accept the offer of 200k for him. And I searched him, and he's only like, what, a high 50 overall with a potential of 73. Potentials are out now if you go to Foothead or SoFIFA, I think it is. And yeah, his potential of 73. So do you think it's worth getting a 73 potential player for about 200k? Do you think it's worth it? Because in the future, you might be able to make profit. But honestly, it won't be big profit. So I don't think I'll waste my time with that. But here, one player I really like. I had him in my Newcastle United career in FIFA 13, the first career I did. Obviously, it was before my Southampton one. But yeah, Bigirimana from Newcastle United. He's got very good attributes, as I originally saw. You can see some of their attributes already. And then I put a loan to buy, but I just put it back to 1 million, and hopefully we can accept that. And if I can sign him for that in the future, like some pay through the season if he does well for us. But first, of course, it has to get accepted. So I think I'll end this here. Hopefully you enjoy this episode. Leave a like if you did, in fact, enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next time.